He adapted the recipe, and that's his version. So basically, when you download the app, you get hundreds and hundreds of recipes. And then you choose your recipe. So we're going to do citrus green smoothie, press blend, and then you get your container, and you place it onto the scale, and then it zeroes down, so it's removed the weight of the container. And now it's going to guide us through the recipe. It's going to tell us exactly what's put in, how much, when to stop, and in what order. And it will do that for, as I said, hundreds of recipes. Soups, smoothies, ice creams, it's a full cookbook. So the first ingredient we're starting with is an orange. And of course, these machines are powerful enough, if you wanted, you could drop all the peel in. Orange peel, pineapple peel, I meet people who do that, serious blending folk. And the only reason I'm not doing it is the flavour will be really strong. But the machine will absolutely do it, but I'm keeping all the pulp, all the fibre, all the good stuff. So I'm going to drop the orange in here, we'll register it here. Do you see that's all zeros? That's because there's nothing inside the container. I drop it in, that's all changed. That's the nutritional information for what's inside the container right now. Yeah, it really does. So if you're looking at health, weight loss, nutrition, this is invaluable, having this information. Because it's not stuck in a book and it's abstract, you have to do maths. That's actually what's in there right now. So pineapple now. So here's the deal. 275 grams of pineapple. I see that kind of thing in cookbooks, and the recipe sounds delicious, and there's a part of me that thinks it's too much work. All the weighing, the calculations. With this, all you need to do is get to the top of the window. So you're just dropping in bits of pineapple. You don't even need to know about ounces or grams, or 275 grams, a little bit more. You just drop in your ingredient. And children love this. If I have a big group of children, I often stand back. Well, also it's completely visual, so they can see it all happening. There we go. So that's taking us up to the next ingredient. We're already on to 227 calories. And some banana. So not a huge amount, you just drop it in. Tell me exactly what to put in. There we go. We've gone slightly over, that's fine. It's still measuring what's inside the container. And if you want, say you double the amount of banana and you like what you've done, you can save that. You can adapt the recipes, you can even create your own recipes from scratch. So some spinach now, drop it in, a little bit more. Oh, we need another bag. Let's get another bag. I'll get a bit more spinach. And I'll show you how sensitive the scale is. I'm going to get 1 leaf of spinach. Where's my little friend? There it is. 1 leaf of spinach. I'm going to drop it in, and you'll see the line jump up. There we go. So it measures to 1/10 of a gram. And if you want, you can disconnect the Bluetooth and use this as a regular, very, very sensitive kitchen scale. A little bit more. There we go. So we're nearly there. Bit of limon con cascara. So we drop it in. That's a small amount, so that doesn't get measured. So we just jump up to the next ingredient, which is our old friend agave. Here it is, folks, which is full of calories, and we all know that, and then we kid ourselves. Miel de agave. So here's the deal. We know this is full of sugar, and we say things to ourselves like, well, I'll just pour in a dash, a small amount. But with the scale, you know exactly what you're pouring in, because it measures the calories as you pour it in. So I'm just going to pour in a small amount. Okay, here we go. Cool. How much was that? 34 calories already. So there's no hiding. So if you are looking at health, nutrition, weight loss, it's going to take it up. I'm just following the recipe. It will taste different. It will taste better. But you can change all this. So in fact, here we are. Protein powder, I'm going to skip it because I have got it, and that's fine. This is still accurate to what's inside the container. And then the last ingredient is ice. And what's really useful here, my wet gloves, is we get to put in the perfect amount of ice. I have so many people who come up to the booth and they say my smoothies are too thin, too thick. That's your problem? Yeah. And this, you get to put in the perfect amount. Same with ice cream. If you put in the wrong amount of ice, you end up with a smoothie, or you end up with a sort of, yeah, there you go. And this is going to measure it out. And what I've learned doing this is, it's much, much less than most people would think. There we go, just that, that's it. And it's going to be delicious. And then this is what I was saying earlier, this is your control panel for your machine at home. Because when you download the app, it will tell you, it will ask you rather, which machines you have. And you'll say, I have this Vitamix machine, this container. Or you can say, I have a Ninja or a Nutrimol. It will customize all the recipes to suit your machine, and then it will tell you how to run your machine. So if you have a manual machine, it will tell you that will be the clock counting you down. and then over here, I'll just run it just to show you. There's the clock. We're starting on speed 1, and then it'll take us around to change it. It'll tell us when to change to speed 10. And that's it. But we're going to be lazy. We're going to use this wonderful new machine. It's called the Sept A3500. It is touchscreen, has 5 automatic settings. It has Bluetooth and wireless connectivity inside. I'll tell you about that in a moment. But all we do here is press the smoothie setting. I'll have the stick to hand in case we need it, because I have no liquid down here, remember. We're going to use the juice from the orange and the pineapple. That's our speed, and that's the timer. Here we go. So I just do a little bit of this at the beginning. That's it. I can now step away and the machine will do everything all by itself. So you heard it accelerate by itself, and it will stop when our smoothie is ready. So these new Sept machines, they actually have Bluetooth inside them. Yeah, they have wireless connectivity. It means 2 things, because honestly when they told me I was thinking, why would you even want that? But because they're Bluetooth, they can tell the size of the container. They detect which container is on top, and then they run according to that container. But the biggest, best thing is soon you will be able to control it from here. They're going to update the app, and you'll be able to control it from that window. And again, I have to confess, when they told me, I thought, why on earth would you want to do that? I'm in the kitchen, I know how to work the machine. But here's the thing, when you control it with the app, if you've used a recipe here, the app knows exactly what ingredients are inside the container. It knows whether it's, say, lots of liquid or lots of hard pineapple. It also knows whether you've filled it that high or that high. And so when you control it from here, and all you'll do is just press the start button, it will run the machine for the perfect length of time, and it will also change speed at the perfect times. It's a whole new generation of machines. It's like we've moved from stick shift to automatic. It makes it so much easier. And here we go. One last thing, so we were looking at nutrition, is when you pour out a serving, I'll use the cup to show you. You put your serving cup on here. It zeroes down. So the first thing it's going to do, which is kind of useful, is it tells this is 2 servings. So I pour it out, and we hit the black line, and that's 1 serving. Okay. There we go. And then press track serving. And that is the nutritional information of what's inside the cup. It's not just the calories. So somebody was asking me earlier about the sugar. So it's 32 grams. Yeah, it's sending all that weight information over. So you're no longer looking at charts, doing mathematics. If you are looking at weight loss, nutrition, if you're measuring what you're eating, if you're with Weight Watchers, if you're diabetic, to have that information to hand is so useful. Because it's not calculated off a chart. That's literally the ingredients. If I pour that smoothie into that cup, that's what those figures would be. Oh, you went a bit top high there. So this is our green smoothie. You can see the texture completely blended. The scale is $99 by itself. It comes with 2 smoothie cups, and it comes with literally hundreds of recipes. Full cookbook, section on baking, and another bit on cocktails. So you can put your glass of a cocktail shake on the scale, and it will measure everything. There you are, perfect bar. It's called Perfect Drink. The scale by itself is $99. Here we go, have a taste. There we are, that's our green smoothie made in our Vitamix machine.